Alright, so what I'm going to do today is show you guys how to make an RGB mixer with an Arduino and some C++. What I'm going to start off doing is setting up the global variables for the potentiometers that I'm using. There will be 3 for the different colors, and the A0 and A1 and the A2 is based upon where I have them plugged into my Arduino board, which I will be showing you. I'm also going to be setting up a last read variable, which is going to be set to high, which is actually for the button that I have. So what this project is it is an RGB LED that is hooked up to 3 potentiometers, and those potentiometers each have a different color associated with them, and when you turn them you'll be able to actually mix the colors, and it'll be able to spit out the hexadecimal number for you, just with a very simple math equation. So it's kind of cool. Alright, 2 more variables to get set up here. Alright, the read value. Oops, that isn't it. I need one more. I need the write value. And let me just make a little comment for you in case you're following along. You're going to use this variable to read the potentiometer. And then this one, you will use it for alright, so right in here I'm going to put in the pin mode. So this is just saying that these are all inputs. This is just where it's going, the serial port where the number will actually be spit out to. Here in the void loop is the code that'll always be running. So this is where, we're going to set up the potentiometers to make sure we're getting the right values. Alright, so 255, 551023. Does anybody know the significance of those numbers or values? So remember when you read an analog voltage between 0 and 5, the Arduino will actually report a number between 0 and 23, with the 0 representing 0 volts and the 1023 representing 5 volts. Similarly, when you're writing an analog voltage between 0 and 5 volts, you must write a number between 0 and 255. 0 obviously corresponds with the 0 volts, and the 255 value corresponds with the 5 volts. In case you did not know that. And the right value. Let me just make sure I have that correct. And this is times. Yep. So then what I'm going to do is actually just copy this and paste it. And then obviously we don't need another red. The next one is going to be green. This one is blue. And then outside of here, I'm actually going to create a whole different function for the actual button click. So I'm going to say if last read is equal to high, and the digital read 2, because it's hooked into the number 2 on my Arduino board, is low. Then I'm going to print out the value. Let's take a look. I'm going to say last read is then equal to digital read of 2. And let's just set a delay of about 100. See what that does. Looks like I have an extra one of those. Looks about right. And then what you want to do is call this function up in the void loop, because this is actually what is being ran all the time. So fingers crossed that this actually works right away. Okay, so far so good. Let's open this up. Alright, this is where you'll actually see it being printed out when I push the button. Then if I turn the knob on the green one, I'm getting a different number. And let's actually change this to LN, so it prints on separate lines, so it's easier for you to see. Alright, so we'll do that. I'm going to twist one. I'm twisting the different knobs on here to get different numbers printed out. So you can see it's working. And there you go.